Hi, my name is Nicole Butera. I am a certified breastfeeding specialist, owner of the Milk Nest, and a mom. Today we're going to talk about why the breast pump you pick matters. And as you can tell, I have a lot of breast pumps and I have reviewed most of these, and you can check them out over on my Instagram. As of now, they are under number 1, number 2, and number 3 pump review highlights. So make sure you go check those out on Instagram. Before we really talk into why it's so important to really pick one, I want to differentiate a primary and a secondary breast pump. A primary breast pump is usually going to be your powerhouse breast pump. It's going to be the pump that you are really going to look out as your powerhouse pump in case of emergent situations. Let's say you have to pump very early in the weeks. You ended up exclusively pumping, your baby's in the NICU, different factors. A primary breast pump, usually I would say, could be a Spectrum, Motif Luna, Similry, and so forth. Now, a secondary pump is usually going to be something like a Willow, an Elvie, a Momcozy, anything that does not involve cords. Why? Because usually secondary breast pumps do not pull as much as a primary. Now keep in mind, everyone is different, everybody is different. The flange size you use also really truly matters in here, which we'll talk about in another video. But just to be safe, as a lactation professional, we always suggest a mom uses a primary breast pump, especially if she's having to use a breast pump early on, or she's exclusively pumping, etc. Now that we've differentiated a primary and a secondary breast pump, we're really going to go into the why you're choosing one matters. Number 1, what if you're a working mom? What if you're a stay-at-home mom? If you end up being a stay-at-home mom and you're having to really only pump maybe once or twice a month, but you got a breast pump where you always have to be connected to the wall, that might not bother you. It might. So keep in mind why you really want to look at options. So I know I've said usually like a portable cordless pump is going to be a secondary. That is true. Now, when we're talking about breast pumps that contain cords, but they're still strong enough, you might want to look into something. It could be something like a Baby Buddha. It could be like a Pumpables Genie Advanced. They also have a Super Genie. It could be something like the Zomi Z2. They also have a Z1. But it just depends. Now, let's say you're an exclusively pumping mom and you definitely have a pump that only is attached to the wall, but you know you're having to pump 7-8 times in a day. I'm already tired for you, because I was an exclusively pumping mom and being stuck to a wall can be a lot, but everyone's different. It might not bother you, and don't let what I'm saying affect that. If you are able to make it work, make it work. I'm cheering you on. But you do want to look into other possibilities. Now, depending on your situation, I would stick with probably that wall pump, because usually sometimes they are stronger, but you could look into more portable options as a secondary. So again, the options that I laid out before, or as a secondary, you could look into a wireless cordless pump, and there are so many options. Again, look at my breast pump reviews. So many options to choose from. These are really the base reasons why it's important to choose one. Now, how to choose one, don't just look at reviews that you see from me or from someone else. I highly, highly, highly suggest really doing your research, looking at other reviews. And if you really are stuck, again, because every situation is different, usually there is a lactation professional who can help guide you. Of course, we offer one-on-one services for this, and we would love to support you in helping you choose a breast pump, especially if you're pregnant and you're looking into this, or you are still stuck on maybe what to pick. Every situation is different. I just want to give an example. I had one mom and I knew, okay, she probably isn't going to pump a lot. And if she is, for some reason, in a situation where she does have to pump a lot, we need to pick something that's gonna be great, that might pull great. And so I recommended for her to look at options like a Spectra, maybe even a Pumpables. But I had another mom, and it was a pregnancy session. This was her third baby, and so she told me, I like something strong. And I told her, how strong? And she said, strong. Like, I want to feel the suction. And I said, okay, so you've tried Spectra before? She said, yes. And it was not up to what I would personally have wanted. So I said, okay, I think maybe like a baby Buddha could be an option. She has tried a baby Bella and she liked it, but something happened with the motor. And I laid out that option and everything's going great so far. So this is why those one-on-one sessions can really help to really dig deep into what's going on if you are having to go back to work, stay at home, how many times you plan on pumping, if you want to pump, if you just want to nurse and pump here and there. It just is all dependent. So I hope this video helped. Please make sure to go follow me on Instagram, and I hope to see you here again soon. Take care.